Welcome to Veggie Patch Ideas. It's November. Let's take a look at what we're sowing and growing. So first out of the bag, what we'll do, we'll sow some carrot seeds into the two beds in the middle of the polytunnel. So this time of year, carrots better under glass, so greenhouses and polytunnels. And to be honest with you, I haven't tried them this late, so it's a bit of a first for me, but I am all about experiments. So we've got two containers. We've got a mini pallet collar and a recycle bin, which is always good to have on hand. Great for carrots. These will be finger carrots going in, and I'll also put some Pak Choy one row in there as well. So let's get on and do that. And so we've just harvested the last of the polytunnel carrots. Here they are. As you can see, they're massive, which is always a good thing. These will store quite well. Still got quite a few things to go into the ground, and it's looking really full in here, which is it's good for this time of year. The spinach let me down. So this is spinach gigantor. Didn't do very well at all. So I've got a gap that needs filling there, but everything else is looking absolutely spot on. These are the two beds where I'll be putting the new carrot seedlings, or sowing carrots as it was. And let's get on with that now. So I've got two lots of carrot seeds. I've got Amsterdam forcing and the 20p carrot seeds from Lidl. So we'll try both of these. Like I say, I don't normally do these till February, but I've got a spare bed. Got these two spare beds. So what I'll do 3 rows of carrots, and I will keep them in rows. And the same again, 2 rows in the little plastic tub. And I'll also put some Pak Choy in along here as well, because that needs to go in the ground, but I do need to protect that with a fleecy top. So let's get putting these in. First things first, we'll make a bit of a reel. So we'll put our labels in. Amsterdam, Charisma, and we'll put the very plentiful little ones in. I will thin these out as they grow. Then we go for the quite expensive. These are from Thompson and Morgan. Literally a day before I found my Lidl seeds, spent £10 on seeds from here. Thompson and Morgan. Absolutely ridiculous, but it's what it is. What it is. So let's see if the expensive seeds germinate better than the cheap seeds, shall we? And all we do is cover it over lightly. And I want to mark that line. So that gives me space to put some Pak Choy along this edge. So this Pak Choy, very, very ready to go in now. It's been in trays for far too long. I do have to protect it. We get a lot of flea beetle here, so I will put a net in over all of this. It'll stop the slugs. I did sow in September for slugs into the main bed. They germinated, they come up, and then they got absolutely destroyed by the slugs. So different tact with the hanging baskets this time, and they certainly are doing very, very well in their new home. And the last one goes in. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll water these in. And there you have it, the netting is all on. Not the prettiest, but it'll do the job. So next up, it is the broad beans, and these are Oscar. These can be sown in November, by the way. And I've done them in rows 12 inches apart, and this is around 10 inches. And you want it about a depth of 2 inches. You don't need holes like this, just marked it out so you can see it. Does need a sheltered position, that's why I put it behind the polytunnel, and a well draining soil. So pop our beans in. If you can, try and put some manure, well rotted manure, into the ground before you put your beans in. If you haven't, just hope you've got fairly fertile soil. So they're all in. Easy job, eh? I'll put the soil back over them and then give them a water in. And what I'll do, I'll put this netted hoop tunnel over them as they grow. It'll keep the mice off, hopefully, and the slugs and snails. And let's give them a water and get this on. As if the ground wasn't wet enough. Right. If you're wondering how to make this, it is available on the channel. It's a mesh hoop tunnel, so have a look around the channel pages, you'll see how well. Actually, I'll link this at the top for you, and that's it. Just let them do their thing. Now, if you do have any excess spring onion, we are going to put them out into this little bed here. It's outside, and these will just grow on nicely to the spring. So put them in a grid pattern. That's the way I like to do it, and I can tell which are weeds and which are actually, well, not weeds, couch grass, because if you leave a bed a while and it does get overgrown, it's very hard to tell which is which. But these have come on really well. And these will just sit outside. Doesn't matter if they freeze at this point. They'll pick up ready for next spring, and they'll be ready to harvest. Everything grows slower this time of year. And there you go, that's all the spring onion planted up. There's also some spinach in there, just to see how it gets on. So you know me and my experiments. This is the dark side of a polytunnel, so no light gets behind here at all. The carrots are absolutely thriving. So here are my carrots for, well, these will be ready to harvest in a month's time. That's if the ground hasn't frozen. But the experiment I was on about was this. It's rocket, normal rocket, not wild rocket. It's been in the shade pretty much since September, since I sowed it. So look how well it's doing. Not seen the sun at all. So it's just been on the north side of the polytunnel, and it absolutely loves it here. We'll go inside to the polytunnel now, and a bit stringy, bolted a little bit. It's not as dense as the one outside, more of a pampered pet, to be honest. Yeah, the one outside, it surprised me. It's done really well. No sun on it at all. This is the one in the polytunnel. So taking a look around the plot, I have moved the rhubarb into a different position, a bit more of a sunnier position. It's over here, and we have another one just here, right by the compost bin. That's where the ground's going to be most fertile, and it should absolutely thrive in that corner. So we're expecting big things from that little bit of rhubarb. So that's one job I've been doing. More onions went in, as you can see, the other day. And these were radar and sensu onions. We have the bright lights chard doing very well outside. And the leeks are still going very, very strong. And just to finish off, let's take a look on how the shed build is going on. Well, some beautiful cabinetry. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Please take a look around the channel. I'm sure there's something you're going to like. And please stop by again some other time. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you enjoy the content today, give me a thumbs up.